We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of. We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of. Yeah, this is Everton Blender. And it's all about the young police from Jamaica, seeing Young Police Channel. Big up yourself, Everton Blender said that. We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of.
Yes, welcome to the Jamaica Young Police Channel. To our loyal viewers and subscribers, at the channel we are a group of law-abiding citizens who believe in the rule of law and respect the rights of every citizen, but not the ones who do not subscribe to such behavior. We do believe in and support preemptive strikes because it saves lives. That is a logical conclusion because preemptive strikes save lives and prevent the further loss of lives. We are all about saving lives on this channel. We at this channel aid criminals, their financiers, their supporters, enablers, and the likes with a passion, and we do not want them over here. Yes, let us repeat ourselves. We do not want any criminal supporters over here. Please, we do not want your views, your subscriptions, your likes, or your comments. Please go elsewhere where the red carpet is waiting for you. Over here, we want you, the criminal supporters, enablers, financiers, and all the likes, to go to prison or madness. Let me repeat myself. We at the Jamaica Young Police Channel, we do not want the criminal supporters and their circle over here. We want you to go to prison or madden. Moving on to our video. Yeah.
LCD, you're looking at a man. Your man is a Jamaican and he goes by the name Javon Pinnock. And you know Javon Pinnock, he's wanted for the murder of Javon Jamison, aka Blingers. And you know Blingers was a Jamaican in the United States of America, law-abiding citizen who believed in the rule of law, and he wasn't doing anything illegal or inappropriate in America. And this man, because he feel like he can do anything and get away with it, killed this young man. So now that he's wanted, we want you, wherever you see him, please call 119, let the police know that he's wanted in New York, in Queens, for the murder of this young man. And so that they can extradite him, or if he put up any form of resistance, they can send him to departure alone. That would be justice. So we're appealing, we're begging you, please use your conscience, decency, ethics, and your humanity. Yes, we are a human family. We over at the Jamaica Young Police Channel say informer for live and gunman for dead. And we say that without no apologies. So moving on to today's.
Yeah, so today you're looking right now at your LCD, your phone, your laptop, your desktop, or even your TV, or even tablet or whatever you use to watch the video. So right now you're looking at a judge by the name of Marva McDonald Bishop, and she publicly addressed yours truly, Sir Porter, not by name but about the US 500,000 bribe in this video. And as we said about the allegation that is alleged that you heard from a man who was a part that transported the money from the United States of America. They said that they took the plane, and he's from Huddersfield too, you know, and he's outline and tell you that they took the plane at JFK, a JetBlue plane, and the jacket with the money, because it was in March. We're just talking from memory. It was in March 2024. That was after the Privy Council, because they knew that everything was set. So the money was transported from New York to Jamaica in the jacket. So the jacket was laced with the US currency inside of it. So it was winter time. So you know that the person was able, they have the people that work at customs, immigration and everything in Jamaica. So the person just walked through with that money. And from information received, as we tell you already, so the phone is a two-way radio. Isaac Buchanan is the man, that are the Rear Admiral guy, is the one that deliver
the monies to the judges. So that is why from the get-go, before even the ruling, you heard this judge, from day one, she was behaving as a defense attorney. In the matter, talking about even Vibes Cartel health, showing no form of empathy for the victim. And the victim wasn't at no time they mentioned about the man who was murdered. Talking about all kind of nonsense has nothing to do with the case. And release the man. Vibes Cartel and the others. And Vibes Cartel came out of prison. We know that he was a PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization supporter, activist and voter. As the same thing, remember that my cousin, John Wayne Porter or Corrosion, him dead. Yeah man, police kill him, send him straight to the departure lounge. No eye water, no regret, no empathy or sympathy for him. Because we don't serve sympathy, coffee, tea, breakfast, lunch or dinner over here. If you kill people, straight to the departure lounge. So, those of you who are tuning into the channel, we're going to let you watch a video of this judge. Yeah man, addressing us, telling us about her, her ethics and her decency, and she could not be bought and all kind of stuff like that. But we'll tell you this now. You think in this day and age, and before we even go no further, we'll tell you this now. We know right now of we know of a few police officers who had millions in their bank accounts in Jamaica when they were and they could not account for it, and because of that they haven't received any promotion. I'm not gonna call any names because these information that I receive is private information. They know themselves. Some of them get it from PMP activists, scammer, rear admiral and all of these things. Greg Christie, yeah, we don't call out him name and say a people connected to him in contact with. So we don't know how the people them always have this Jesus moment, where them contact the Jamaica Young Police channel and let us know one and two little things. So we'll let you listen to this judge. Yeah, let you listen to Justice. But I want to tell you, it's one of our loyal subscriber and member of the Patreon squad that sent this video to me. I try to source it on the internet and I cannot find it. TVJ, for some reason, them take it down. It's no longer there. Nowhere. I go through them website bit by bit, piece by piece, and I don't see it. So it's apparently they had released it and somehow someone said, no, you have to take it down, because you know that it's what we have said, it accord. And you know that the judge respond. So the judge respond to yours truly. So you watch, you listen, and you decide. So here is your judge, one of the Vibes Cartel judges, Justice Marva McIntosh Bishop, said publicly that she did not get a brown paper bag of US, not us in US, and because the dollar sign is not there. And she can account for every money in her bank account. So you watch, you listen, and you decide.
A challenge this evening from one of the presiding judges in Vibes Cartel's acquittal case for critics to bring evidence to support their continued claims of corruption. Justice Marva MacDonald Bishop was speaking at a commissioning ceremony for justices of the peace and lay magistrates at the Church Teachers College in Mandeville, Manchester on Thursday. Krista Campbell has her story.
President of the Court of Appeal, Justice Marva MacDonald Bishop, was part of the three-member panel that decided against a retrial for the murder case involving entertainer Adidja Palmer, better known as the Vibes Cartel, and his three co-accused in 2024. And ever since then, there have been mounting accusations of corruption against the judges who presided over the case.
An aunt of mine called me the other day. She was in Otrius in a taxi. And they're slaughtering the judges who release a certain person or set a person. I was one of them. And she was here to hear them say, yes, the judges them get brown bag. Me here say them get $500,000. And she said, turn to look at them and said, do not engage the public in discussion. They will shoot you. But she couldn't bear it because they were imputing corruption on her dear niece, who she's so proud of.
Now, while her aunt spoke up on her behalf, at Thursday's commissioning of 33 justices of the peace and 18 lay magistrates in Manchester, Justice MacDonald Bishop mounted her own challenge to critics.
Persons will talk. They'll say, oh, the justice system is corrupt, or the judges are corrupt. What I say to them, and I say boldly in relation to our judges, bring the evidence and bring it on. Because I know you will never be able to prove it. We have the finest set of judges in Jamaica.
Yes, and we at the Jamaica Young Police Channel, I tell Justice Marva MacDonald Bishop that you don't. You have the most corrupt judges in the Caribbean in Jamaica. Reason being, and we use facts, we don't use emotion because we are not politically connected. American social media influencer Jada Sheaves, also known as Jada Wader, was arrested in Montego Bay, St. James on September 27, 2021. She and her associate Gregory Wright were charged with illegal possession of firearm and ammunition. The charges came after authorities found 2 guns and 15 rounds of ammunition in their possession while they were preparing to board a private jet at Sangster International Airport. Jada Sheaves, who's also the mother of rapper Lil baby child, had arrived in Jamaica to celebrate her 24th birthday. She pleaded guilty to the charges and was fined $500,000 Jamaican for illegal possession of firearm and $300,000 for illegal possession of ammunition. Yeah, so when the judge attacked that now, and it's on the Jamaica Young Police Channel where Jada Sheaves, yeah, she tell the world, say, she had to agree, she have to give her lawyer money to give the judge. You hear it, it's on the Jamaica Young Police Channel, and a lie she tell. I believe the American social influencer because she can't even the lawyer name, and she said not, and she's, it's on the Jamaica, we're not elaborate anymore, it's on the Jamaica Young Police Channel, so I don't know who this judge thinks she a fool. So when Justice Marva MacDonald Bishop recent assertion that Jamaican judges are not corrupt, as alleged by the Jamaica Young Police Channel, warrant closer scrutiny, while she boldly claims the judiciary operates with integrity and fairness. We at the Jamaica Young Police Channel cannot ignore the glaring contradictions between our statements and the harsh reality faced by Jamaicans who know the system too well. So let us remind Justice Marva McIntosh and the world of the infamous leak involving American social media influencer Jada Sheaves. Her voice note exposed a damning truth about how justice is bought and sold in Jamaica. So if you don't think I lie, it's on the Jamaica Young Police Channel. Those of you who are in Patreon, we can post it there for you. For those unfamiliar, as we said before, the woman was arrested. And as she leaked the shocking and tell her the lengths her lawyer allegedly went to ensure she avoided prison and how much money she have to give lawyer to give judge. And then we said that as she American, she not a beef against Jamaica. As she talk how she not go to prison in Jamaica because her lawyer tell her how much money she have to give him to give the judge. So she not go to prison. Not even the name of the judge, not even the name of the judge. The press would have print to make you know who are the corrupt judge. And even police were work at St. James straight for talk because they said that they were threatened. So boy, just leave it because of your business. What kind of thing that? Jada Sheaves revealed the shocking lengths her lawyer allegedly went. And she tell you how of the unspoken bribe to influence the outcome of her case. And the lawyer tell her what go happen. And she tell when she reach America, she say, boy, everything where her lawyer tell her, yeah, that happen. She never knows say I saw a system America, Jamaica for you have money. So me know who she a fool. And she a talk about, so we want, you continue. Hey, look here. Her speech, Justice MacDonald Bishop's speech, tried to deflect attention from the judiciary problem by claiming the system is far more ethical than alleged. Lie, she tell. Lie. You understand? She insisted that the judges operate within transparency and can account for every cent in their bank account. But let's be honest, corruption doesn't leave paper trail in the bank. The real money flows in envelopes, brown paper bag, and untraceable cash deals. It's hidden in safe berries on the floor, stored in offshore accounts are disguised as gifts. So I claim that that being able to account for bank transaction equal innocence is laughable. If corruption were that easy to detect, every shady deal in history would have been uncovered by now. The judges who engage in these unethical practices are not amateurs. They know how to cover their tracks. But leaked vice notes like Jada Sheaf expose cracks in their carefully constructed facade. The judiciary, what is most appalling about this situation is the double standard. It reveals every Jamaicans who can't afford bribes face the full weight of the law. They are thrown into crowded jails, their lives upended over minor infractions. Meanwhile, those with money or connection can buy their freedom with a wink of a handshake and discreet exchange of funds, of cash. Justice McDonald Bishop may not want to believe otherwise, but the reality is clear. The Jamaican Judiciary has two faces. One is the official face it shows to the public proclaiming fairness and justice are all lies. The other is the shadowy underbelly, where deals are made and laws are bent to serve the wealthy and the powerful. Alright, we see hey, look, we see so many corruption even with our police. I had a case the same place in Havachry and them thing there with a certain corrupt judge. And you understand, after everything was made, arrest and charge a man for coke, how much coke and them thing there. I go up on foreign, come to America upon leave. I will set a date, and by the time he leave court, them change the date. I met the man walk and the man tell me, if the corrupt judge, him have to roll money upon a lie, I figure he judge. You understand? Yes, and the brother, we can't tell him name to. Him come from same place, a Cockburn Pen, and him name BK. Yeah, so moving on, I wanted to listen to the judge addressing the GAPs. We're at the Jamaica Young Police Channel, the facts we deal with, we're dealing with emotion, and we're not beholden to any guy or anyone. So you watch, you listen, and you decide.
She stressed that Jamaican judges are not motivated by money, but rather a calling to serve and improve the delivery of justice to citizens.
Another relative wrote me from abroad, and she said, "You can't sue them." I said, I will stop to do that because my accounts are transparent, my business is open to scrutiny. I have nothing to fear. And I know my colleagues can say the same thing because for years we suffered under low wages, bad working conditions, and we never gave up.
As for herself,
I don't know how much money someone could offer me, the little girl from St. Mary Bush, who climbed the ladder painstakingly to the pride of my poor family, to take money from them to mess up my good name?
in March 2024, the UK-based Privy Council quashed the murder conviction for Vybz Kartel, Sean Campbell aka Sean Storm, Kahira Jones and Andre St. John over issues of jury misconduct, which was deemed not fairly handled by the trial judge. The men were charged for the murder of Clive Lizard Williams, whose body was never found. The Privy Council had sent the case back to the Court of Appeal, which ruled against a retrial. Krista Campbell, TVJ News.
Yeah, so you won't find this video on YouTube or on our TVJ website. They scrap it, they delete it without a trace. I just saw it go. So we have all heard Justice Marva McDonald Bishop coming out swinging, claiming that Jamaican judges are not corrupt, as we at the Jamaica Young Police Channel have consistently exposed to our audience and the world. Well, let's pause for a moment to unpack the bold assertion. Instead of addressing the glaring evidence of judicial failures, bribery allegations, and soft on crime policies, she chose to mount a defense for herself and colleagues. What does this tell us? It tells us that when the walls of accountability start to close in the corrupt circle, their wagons to protect their own. It's no surprise that her defense came amidst mounting criticism of the judiciary, fueled by public frustration and damning revelation on this very platform. And if you thought her words were shocking, It's get worse. Just weeks ago, we heard Chief Justice Brian Legacy, yes, the same one, same corrupt judge, the same one who refused to use the Evidence Act and convict Vibes Cartel for murder of Bassi. The brother when boldly tell lies say him kill Jackie, when he was the one who was behind the murder of Jackie. Him same one, Vibes, Chief Justice Brian Legacy, he parroted the talking points of what we aptly dub the PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization. Organize it, arguing that soft sentences for criminals don't lead to crime. Let that sink in. The highest ranking judge in the land advocating for leniency as though his personal experience. So tell him this is the best course of action. Experience in what exactly? Defending criminals, appeasing criminal overlords. Chief Justice Brian Legacy's remarks don't just defy common sense, they actively insult every law-abiding citizens who have suffered at the hands of the nation's violent criminals. We have the video here on the Jamaica Young Police channel. You can search for it if you want. We'll put it in a description box. So imagine telling grieving families that the person who murdered their loved ones should receive a slap on the wrist because our sentences don't lead to crime. Who benefit from such rhetoric? We see a man commit robbery and then commit 2 murder execution style in our Westmoreland, and a 10-year him get. Rob the people, then put them for later and kill them, and then plead guilty and get 10 years. And then we expect people to trust the judiciary when the PNP LGBT plus criminal organization, when they were in government, them change the law for appease to the lowest and most depraved criminal-minded Jamaicans. The very individuals who strive in the culture of impunity fostered by the PNP and its enablers. This kind of reason isn't just misguided, it's dangerous. It sends a clear message to criminals. You can commit heinous acts and the judiciary will ensure you are treated with leniency. It emboldens gangs, murderers and scammers while demoralizing the hard-working citizens who will look to the courts of justice. And when Justice Marva McDonald Bishop defended her colleagues and dirty and corrupt Chief Justice Brian Legacy, I also Lego, him never say a PNP criminal where him never love yet. The only reason why Chief Justice Brian Legacy convict Blackman and the others are pressure, public pressure. Because every Jamaican knows Chief Justice Brian Legacy is a PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization, activist, voter, and member. Because we know who make him get the Chief Justice. It was Dr. Peter Phillips. Just like all the time you say, the big belly white guy from England, I try to lock down Jamaica. I dat them to them, lock down the court for one day and say if them not get him. But because I know them time the Prime Minister did, him just wet him foot and him realize. Because election have consequences. So when Justice Marva McDonald Bishop defends her colleagues, she's not defending fairness or integrity. She's defending a system that prioritizes the well-being of criminals over the safety and security of everyday Jamaicans. So let's call it what it is. The PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization, as it's now been referred to by yours truly, have been consistently telling the people them say it's a PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization even before they came out publicly and admit and show the world. They don't have to tell you, Because as them say, show me your company and tell you who you are. They never have to tell them. But we tell you. And then people are using cuss, you're treating like PNP, you're a labor right. As if I can't think. The only thing the PNP breed are criminal and criminal-minded people. Just like this judge, depraved, and Chief Justice Brian Legacy, and the black people them too, black people. Our reach a point there when we all of this corruption that we learn, and we come from a white people culture that some of our people them in the past were corrupt too, Because that's why we in the West. And the same people them enslave them still in our life to this day. And that's how the corruption work. The PNP, it is not a political entity. It's a movement that seems hell-bent on aligning itself with the worst elements of Jamaican society. By embracing policies and rhetoric that cater to criminals, they have essentially declared war on decency and morality. Their defense of leniencies for murderers, rapists and gang members is nothing short of a betrayal of the Jamaican people. It is an appeal to the lowest common denominators, an attempt to shore up political support by pandering to those who operate outside of the law. So them people, them not care about black people, And black people, as usual, black people love to be oppressed. I just saw it go. Black people always, them quick for gravitate to people who oppress them. Them don't love themselves. And that's one of the biggest problem with our people. You understand? So when we at the Jamaica Young Police Channel, we expose corruption. You understand? We don't care about people and who. We just don't like criminals. Period. We don't care. I will tell you already, say educated criminals. They are the problem in Jamaica. Because the 63 people them in the parliament are educated people them. But these people them corrupt. Right now we see, I first since 1989 we see the country I try to turn and we see them do everything to pull it back. We hear all gunman I say, boy, this a government no leg on them thing there. Boy, I tell you, the people them just love the corruption. So by embracing policies and rhetoric that cater to criminals, they have essentially declared war on decency and morality. And we're telling you that long time. You saw it at the PNP LGBTQ plus criminal organization conference last year, September, where them parade Vibes Cartel, Isaac Buchanan, Courtney, Stamatero, Samuels, Popcorn, and the Rear Admiral Chief Curry, who is aligned to George Soros, and I can go on and on. Chief Justice Brian Legasykes' comments echo this ideology, making it clear that the judiciary is not just complicit, it's actively participating in this downward spiral. For what? For political appeasing to the lowest denominators in our society. And Justice McDonald Bishop, our defense of the judiciary only reinforce the public perception that the system is rigged, corrupt and beyond reform. So when we at the Jamaica Young Police Channel exposes these issues, it's not because we hate the judiciary. It is because we believe in the potential of a fair and just system. A system that protects the innocent, punishes the guilty and upholds the rule of law. But how can we achieve that when the very people tasked with delivering justice are the same ones undermining it? Justice McDonald Bishop's claim that judges are not as corrupt as we have reported doesn't hold water. When you consider the mounting evidence of judicial misconduct, from rumors of brown paper bags, exchange for favorable rulings to lenient sentences for the worst criminals, the Jamaican judiciary has a credibility problem. And no amount of flowery speeches or self-righteous defenses will change that. The Jamaican people deserve better. They deserve a judiciary that works for them, not against them. They deserve judges who are impartial, fair, and untainted for the stench of corruption. And they deserve leaders who are not afraid to call out wrongdoing, even when it comes from within their own ranks. Justice McDonald Bishop remarks might resonate with our colleagues, but they don't resonate with the Jamaican people. The public is tired of excuses, tired of systemic failures, and tired of a judge system that seems to protect everyone except those it's supposed to serve. Just remember, even the same judge that rule at the Constitutional Court, that rule against the constitutional appointment of Paula Llewellyn, because that judge is a PMP LGBTQ plus criminal organization supporter, activist and voter. These are the most corrupt people in Jamaica. So it's time for change, and that change starts with shining a light on the corruption, holding the guilty accountable and demanding integrity from those who wear the robe of justice. No more excuses, no more lies. It's time to rebuild and trust that has been eroded by years of neglect, greed and complicity. So, Justice McDonald Bishop, you can defend your colleagues all you want, but until the judiciary can prove itself worthy of the trust it demands, the Jamaican people will continue to question, to criticize and demand better, because justice isn't just a word, it's a promise, and the promise that has been broken for far too long. Have yourself a beautiful day. Jamaica Young Police Channel out.